So what if the path to an amazing, extraordinary life wasn't some big secret? What if it was a map you're already holding? Today, we are diving deep into that exact map using the incredible insights from Rhonda Byrne's book, The Hero. And this isn't just about unlocking your potential, it's about uncovering a powerful truth about who you really are and the epic story you were always meant to live.
Right here. This is it. This is the core message, the foundation for absolutely everything we're about to talk about. And listen, this isn't just some feel-good metaphor. It's presented as a fundamental truth of your existence. Every single one of us is the main character, the protagonist, the real driving force in our own epic saga, whether we realize it or not.
Okay, it's a great line, right? But what does it actually mean, in the real world? When you're buried in deadlines or dealing with self-doubt or just trying to get through the day, how do you actually step up and be that hero? It's so easy to feel like a side character, just reacting to things. Well, that's exactly what we're here to unpack. So I want you to think of our time together today not as just a summary, but as your personal map. We're about to chart a course that's laid out in the book, a super detailed guide to help you get from wherever you are right now to where you are truly meant to be. Every section we're about to cover, that's a landmark on your journey. So here's our map for today. First, we'll discover the hero that's already inside you. Then we'll learn how to actually hear and answer your dream's call. After that, we'll face the path of obstacles head-on and learn how to forge a hero's mindset to crush them. We'll explore what ultimate victory really looks like. And then finally, we'll see how the end is actually your beginning. All right, our first stop is all about finding the hero within you. And the main idea here is, well, it's kind of revolutionary. Heroic power isn't something you have to go out and find or build from scratch or get from someone else. Nope. It's an innate part of you that just needs to be awakened. So what does it even mean to be a hero in this context? It's not about being perfect or fearless or having some kind of superpower. It's about recognizing that you are the protagonist. You were born with a completely unique set of gifts and talents and an incredible potential for greatness. And here's the kicker. This definition applies to every single one of us, no exceptions. And look, this isn't just some nice theory or a fairy tale. The proof comes from real-life, modern-day heroes who have walked this exact path. The book is packed with their stories. We're talking business pioneers who changed entire industries, artists who reshaped culture, athletes who did the impossible. Their journeys are real-world case studies, proving this isn't a fluke, it's a repeatable path. And here's why that's so important. Their struggles and their breakthroughs, they aren't just there to inspire us. They're a practical roadmap. By looking at how they thought, what they did when they failed, and what they believed when no one else did, we get to see the playbook. They basically light up the path ahead and show us what's truly possible. Okay, so we know the hero is in there, somewhere. Now what? Well, every great hero's journey, from ancient myths to our own lives, starts with a call. For us, that's answering your dream's call. This is the first absolutely critical step on the adventure. This might just be the most important question you ever really ask yourself. What is it that truly deeply lights you up? Not what you think you should want or what everyone else expects from you, but that deep, personal desire that is uniquely yours. You know the one. It's the thing that gives you that little spark of excitement and maybe a little bit of fear too. Finding that dream can feel like a huge task, so the book breaks it down. First, you have to get quiet enough to actually listen to your heart, to your gut. Second, you have to clearly identify that desire. Give it a name, write it down, make it real. And third, and this one is a biggie, you have to consciously, actively choose to believe that it is 100% possible for you to achieve it. This leads to a really powerful shift in thinking. Pursuing your dream, it's not selfish. It's the exact opposite. The idea is that your unique passion, that special thing that only you can do in your way, that's your gift to the world. And it's not just a gift, it's your responsibility to develop it and share it. Hiding it doesn't help anyone. Of course, the moment you answer that call, the path is never just a straight, easy road. Every hero gets tested. And that brings us to the path of obstacles. This is where we learn the vital skill of not just getting through challenges, but actually using them to our advantage, turning them into stepping stones. The journey to any dream worth having is going to be full of obstacles. You know what I'm talking about. Self-doubt, money problems, people telling you you're crazy, straight-up failures. Now, the normal way to see these things is as roadblocks, big red stop signs telling you you're on the wrong path. But the hero's perspective?
It's radically different. From the hero's point of view, obstacles aren't there to stop you, they're there to grow you. Each challenge is like a custom-designed workout to make you stronger, smarter, and more resilient. It's the universe's curriculum, teaching you the exact lessons you need to become the person who can actually achieve that dream. Let's just put this side by side, because the difference is huge when we talk about failure. For most people, failure feels like the end. It's a reason to quit, a sign of weakness. But the hero sees failure as a teacher. It's not a final judgment. It's just data. It's feedback telling you what to adjust. It's a necessary, expected part of the journey.
This quote just nails it. Challenges do two things at once. First, they test your commitment. They make you ask, how bad do I really want this? And second, every single time you overcome one, you build your resilience. You're forging the mental toughness you're absolutely going to need for the bigger challenges down the road. So, facing these challenges, you're going to need the right gear. And I'm not talking about physical stuff, I'm talking about mental and spiritual tools. That's what forging a hero's mindset is all about, gathering and sharpening the essential tools for your quest. And these are just personality traits you're born with. They are skills you can develop. The first and most important tool is belief. And this is so much more than just wishful thinking. In this framework, belief is an active, creative force. It's the unshakable conviction in your dream, even when there's zero proof in the outside world. This belief acts like a signal, aligning people and opportunities to help you. It's what turns that heavy self-doubt into pure strength. The second tool is courage, and you have to get this definition right. It is not the absence of fear. Every single hero feels fear. The difference is they make a conscious choice to act anyway. This means courage isn't some magical feeling you have to wait for. Courage is a muscle. You build it by doing things, by taking those small, consistent actions that push you right outside your comfort zone. Okay, the third tool is gratitude. This is an active practice of shifting your focus from what's missing in your life to what you already have. By consciously focusing on what's going right, your skills, a supportive friend, a lesson you learned, you change your entire energy. The book argues this positive vibe acts like a powerful magnet, attracting more opportunities, more support, and more clarity. And finally, we have persistence. This is the engine of the whole journey. It's that relentless, dedicated effort to just keep going, to hold on to your vision, especially in those really dark moments when everything seems impossible and quitting feels like the only option. So many people give up right before their breakthrough, and persistence is the tool that gets you across that finish line. So let's put it all together. This is your hero's toolkit, and they all work together. Unwavering belief is your compass, always pointing you in the right direction. Action-oriented courage is the fuel that moves you forward. Magnetic gratitude is like your radar, finding and attracting the resources you need. And unstoppable persistence is the engine that just keeps going no matter what. You need all four. With these tools in hand, and with the willingness to face those obstacles, we can now look ahead to the destination. Part 5 is all about your ultimate victory. But you're about to see, victory here is so much more than just achieving one goal. It's about who you become in the process. This is where it all comes together. By consistently using that hero's mindset, your belief, courage, gratitude, and persistence, you start to systematically transform those obstacles we talked about. They stop being problems that happen to you, and instead become the very ingredients of your success. You don't just overcome challenges, you turn them into your victory. And that victory, it's actually a 2-for-1 deal. It's not one thing, it's two things happening at the same time. The first victory is, of course, achieving your dream. Building the business, writing the book, whatever it is. But there's a second, equally important victory. You become an inspiration. You become a living example of what's possible, and that inspires others to start their own journeys. And this is maybe the most important message of the whole philosophy. Greatness isn't some genetic lottery. It's not just for a chosen few. It's not reserved for people with money or luck. It is possible for anyone, and I mean anyone, who is willing to consciously and courageously take this journey. And that brings us to our final stop, which, is really the starting line. Part 6, the journey begins now. Your adventure is waiting. Look, we've spent our time here looking at the map. We've traced the path, we've identified the landmarks, we've packed our toolkit, we get it. But a map doesn't do you any good if you just stare at it. The knowledge is here, but the journey itself, that's yours. and yours alone to take. So right now, this is your call to action. First, take full 100% responsibility. You are the author of your story. Second, pursue that dream with courage, knowing that fear is going to come along for the ride, but it's not in the driver's seat. And third, make a powerful decision to never, ever settle for a life that is less than the one you know you are capable of living.
And so, we end where it all has to begin, with a question for you. After seeing this map, after understanding the path, what is the very first real, maybe even tiny step you can take today on your own hero's journey? The adventure is waiting for you.